cardiac arrest, a deadly menace. Sudden cardiac arrest, a deadly menace. My name is Sarah Eguna. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned.
Thank you very much. It's a big pleasure to be here. In fact, I want to thank God for this wonderful privilege.
Okay.
I also thank Kedi
Okay.
for seeing it that
I hope you're ready for us today.
of course, of course.
Great. But in case you're tuning in for the first time, this is Talk to Kedi, sharing knowledge, liberating minds. Yeah, we share knowledge and we liberate minds. Okay, this broadcast comes your way fortnightly, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks on our Facebook page and of course on our Instagram account. Okay, so this is the surest platform where you get apt information about the company's events, the company's about our products, our events, our activities, our promotions, everything you need to know about the company. Okay, so you want to know anything about the company, stay tuned to Talk to Kedi fortnightly. Not just about the company, we also look at contemporary issues that have the capacity to affect your health and your business. Okay, so stay tuned fortnightly and trust me, you won't regret it. Now, let's get on with the business of today. According to reports, cardiac arrest has been a public health crisis. Okay, and even children are not left out. Am I right, sir?
You are right.
Good. Now, looking at the statistics, I took time and I went through the statistics of people who have died as a result of cardiac arrest. And then I knew that it is something that we need to talk about. What exactly is cardiac arrest? What are the causes? As a Kedi consultant, it is important that you know about this because you may go out for prospecting and someone stops to say, okay, my older brother or someone asks you a question about cardiac arrest and you're scratching your head. So whether you're a male or a female, this is nothing to do with gender. It is not a respect of gender, religion, race, tribe, or anything. Okay, and or even age. Okay, it concerns everybody. So sit back and let us do this together. Let us learn. Okay, what is cardiac arrest? What are the causes? Can it be prevented? How deadly is it? Okay, are there associated illnesses? Are there complications? Are there things that you must know? You must know as a Kedi consultant, you must know. Okay, so sit down and let's do this together. But before we do that, let's take our teaser for today. Our teaser for today is very simple. As a Kedi consultant, have you handled a case on cardiac arrest before? Have you handled a case on cardiac arrest before? Share your experience with us. How was it? What were the things you did? Or if it has happened to you personally, share your personal experience or your clinical experience with us in the comment section. Have you handled the case of cardiac arrest before? What were the things you did? Okay, and in your opinion, what are the things that one can do to prevent cardiac arrest? Okay, let's get talking. Share your opinions with us, or if you have questions, as I hand over to my guests in the next few minutes, if you have questions for our guests, please make it on the comment section with regards to any of our products, any of our promotions, or any of our events. Make it on the comment section and talk to Kedi. We are listening and we will do justice to all your questions. Are you ready, sir? Great. So if you are ready, we are ready. Get a pen, get a notepad and write. Let us learn this morning about cardiac arrest. Okay, so my first question, sir. Cardiac arrest is a deadly menace, just according to our topic, okay, that has claimed the lives of so many people. Now, for the purpose of better comprehension, tell us what exactly is cardiac arrest. Is it cardiac arrest? A man died last week of cardiac arrest. What exactly is cardiac arrest?
Thank you very much. At the onset of life, that is when anybody is born. The heart electrical system starts kicking. So, in a nutshell, anything that alters that and the heart stop beating is cardiac arrest.
Okay, so anything that stops the heart from beating.
Right. It's cardiac arrest.
Okay, so now I know personally that cardiac arrest is not a respecter of persons. It's not, infants are not left out. So can you share with us in details what are the causes? If infants are not left out, so what are the possible causes of cardiac arrest?
All right. When it comes to cardiac arrest, we talk about the heart.
Okay.
Because the heart is the central pumping machine for the body.
True.
Actually, there are certain problems, like if we have any cardiovascular problem, it can degenerate to cardiac arrest.
Okay. Like cardiovascular problems, like.
But the main cause of cardiac arrest is when the electrical system of the heart is altered.
Okay.
Then the heart starts beating abnormally.
Okay.
We call it arrhythmia.
Okay.
That is abnormal beating of the heart, irregular heartbeats.
Okay.
And if that thing is not checked, suddenly the heart will stop. And whenever it stops beating, you will see that blood supply, which carries oxygen to the organs, and most especially to the head, will stop. And in minutes, if care is not taken, the person is gone. There are other causes also of cardiac arrest, like what I said earlier. When a person have history of cardiovascular problems, we have many cardiovascular problems like heart attack, like heart failure. If somebody have that and is not taken care of when it's supposed to be taken care of, it can lead to cardiac arrest. Then another one again that is very, very common is coronary artery disease. Coronary artery is the artery that carries blood to the heart pump. That is the heart muscle. And when it carries blood to the heart muscle as well, it will carry oxygen. So if this coronary artery is diseased, many things can make it diseased. There might be oxidation, there might be blockage, and many other things like that. It can lead to cardiac arrest. These are the things, different things that can lead to cardiac arrest.
Okay, so are there lifestyle habits that can also contribute to this? Like, are there bad lifestyle habits?
Of course. Many people like to smoke.
Ew.
Maybe they want to feel high.
And
what about drinking? Many abuse alcohol, becoming alcoholic. Such kind of lifestyle can put them in the danger of suffering heart attack or cardiac arrest.
Okay.
Take for example, let's look at the what I mentioned now, alcohol. Too much indulgence in alcoholic drinks, normally, biologically, it increases the heart muscle. And not only the heart muscle, the blood pressure as well. And when such is increased, there is likelihood that the person is in danger of suffering cardiac arrest. And there are some who are restless. They work from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. They never rest. That kind of attitude can also lead, is a high risk for a person suffering from cardiac arrest at a point in time.
Okay, so sir, there's this thing about people who take alcohol. They say I don't take alcohol since 35 years ago, nothing do me. My liver is still sharp. I feel that we should begin to educate them that it is not just taking it in the now. That it's something about accumulation.
Yeah.
It's a gradual thing. It happens to you. It's not no. I think we should begin to tell them that you are taking it now does not mean you will die now. You are dying gradually. What do you have to say about this? Because I hear some people say, I don't take and nothing do me, see me as strong. You know strong, you are dying. No. Please help me.
Thank you very much. Even though the body needs alcohol to survive,
Okay, tell me.
but at a certain rate.
Okay, so at what point
Thank
can
you
we
very
say
much.
it is over the board?
When a person is drinking to stupor, or maybe you say that no day will pass without me getting drunk or getting alcohol into the system. After all, there are certain foods that we eat that gives us tincture of alcohol as well. So the body can make use of those ones. Adding additional ones to it is overburdening the body. And you know, most of these alcoholic drinks are so acidic. And when the body is acidic, it affects one important thing in the body, and that is the arteries and the vein. So when they are affected, you see that the person will start developing different kinds of problems. The vascular elasticity, that is the opening and closing of the arteries and vein, will not be possible again. It will not be working well. Because not only the heart that pumps, the arteries and vein pumps. So that is why we need to educate people who thought that they cannot live without alcohol, that they are gradually shortening their lifespan. So that's why it is not always advisable to be overindulging in alcohol. And of course, like what we are discussing, it cannot lead to cardiac arrest.
Over a period of time.
Yes.
Okay, so in case you're just tuning in, this is Talk to Kedi, where we share knowledge and liberate minds. And our guest, Mr. Michael Obioma Chinaka, is still in the studio doing justice to sudden cardiac arrest, a deadly menace. Okay, so make use of the comment section and send in your questions. If you have any question for us today with regards to this topic, any of our previous topics, any of our products, any of our promotions, or any of our events, make use of the comment section and let's get talking. Now to my next question for you, Sam. How susceptible are people to cardiac arrest? Is cardiac arrest peculiar to people of certain ages, certain tribes, certain genders, certain body sizes? Do you understand? Okay, how susceptible are people to cardiac arrest?
Thank you very much. It is. This question is very nice, and allow people to be educated on this.
Exactly.
Originally,
Okay.
people from the ages of 60 up are the ones that are susceptible to experience in their lifetime cardiac arrest. But these days, it's no longer like that. You can see children. Some are 30, 40, they suffer from cardiac arrest. But there are people that are most susceptible to that. These are people who develop what we call medically cardiomyopathy.
Can you please help us?
What we mean is that those who have enlarged hearts, they are susceptible to cardiac arrest. And secondly, people who have family history. What I mean by family, maybe their family, their brother, their mother, their uncle, their this and that, they have history of high blood pressure. Do you understand? History of diabetes. Do you get my point? Such ones are also susceptible to cardiac arrest. And people who like to indulge in fatty foods.
Like
fried foods.
Yes, don't shake this table too much.
Exactly. And accumulating cholesterol to their system and fat, they are also susceptible to cardiac arrest. I want to talk about gender. You mentioned about gender here. Actually, males, they are prone to cardiac arrest more than women.
Men, come on here. Sir, please say that again. Men.
Men are prone to cardiac arrest more than women.
Why, sir?
But let me tell you, because men are always busy. We're talking about indulging in alcohol. Who indulge in alcohol more than women?
Men, no.
Men.
Men.
Okay, but when it comes to stroke,
Okay.
although we're not discussing about stroke,
Yeah.
women are prone to stroke more than men at their later age.
Why?
And maybe due to their body makeup,
Okay.
due to, most of the women today are obese. You understand? Because many of them are at home, they are eating, the man is outside making the money, and they are enjoying it. So before you know it, they become obese. We run quantum tests on them all the time. We are observing all this. Yes.
Okay.
Where is the man? He work, he go to business, this and that. The woman is at home cooking and eating and feeding the children. So many of them becomes as fat as anything. So like what we said, men are about a ratio of 2 to 1 to women when it comes to cardiac arrests.
Okay. All right. Okay. I hope I'm taking note so that when I ask questions, we'll be on the same page. Now, are there warning signs? Because the topic says sudden cardiac arrest. Sometimes it happens suddenly. So, are there warning signs? Are there red flags that one should take note of? That when you start seeing some of these things, it's time to seek for help. What are those warning signs?
Let me give you an example of a 13-year-old boy.
Okay, sir.
One of our consultants one of our distributors met me. And she started telling me that she got a message from the village. And they were telling her that their 13-year-old brother is suddenly fainting. By the time she was talking to me, that the boy has fainted more than 3 times. And that is a clear sign of cardiac arrest. You get it?
Okay.
So when you see somebody who is always fainting, small time you faint, they bring him back again. Or somebody having breathlessness, that is, he doesn't breathe well.
Okay.
Then you see that there is something coming.
Okay.
You need to work on it. Maybe if care is not taken, the person might suffer cardiac arrest. And when cardiac arrest, why they call it sudden is because many a times these signs are not well identified, especially in small children. You get my point?
Yeah.
Some of them that their parents or their guardians are fortunate might see these signs like what I'm saying, fainting. But at times it can happen suddenly.
Okay.
Because like I said at the onset of our discussion, when the heart electrical system is altered, it can be altered at any second. Let me tell you, you have heard about somebody who had a particular news. Maybe he had the news that his vehicle has been involved in an accident. What do you see? He will hold the hand like this. And before you know it, it's going down. Why is he holding here? This is the position of the heart. Immediately, the heart will stop pumping. And once that thing stops, no oxygen is being transmitted to the system. And what we need to see is that the person will just collapse. And once you collapse, the breathing stops. Unless the person is revived within few minutes or seconds, the person may die. So that is why when you start seeing signs of this, or maybe when you every time you go to hospital, you test your blood pressure is always high. You understand? then you need to know that something is coming. You need to work on it because it might lead to cardiac arrest.
Okay.
So there are many signs that it can see, like this ones I mentioned here, to show that a person might suffer cardiac arrest.
Okay, so are there associated illnesses? For example, when you're battling with a particular illness, is there a possibility that it could lead to this? If there is a possibility, so what are those illnesses that if you are treating this particular ailment, watch out for cardiac arrest?
Thank you very much. Cardiac arrest is one of cardiovascular problems. I want to talk about cardiovascular problem. Cardio means heart, arteries, and cardiovascular means heart, arteries, and vein. So there are many problems associated to it. I mentioned heart attack before. When there is a blood clot in the arteries and vein, thereby channeling the blood to maybe one side of the organ, that is heart attack. And if care is not taken, it can lead to cardiac arrest. Then we have heart failure. Heart failure is when the pumping system is pumping abnormally. It's not that it's not pumping. The thing is, the ventricles are really pumping, but it is abnormal. It can as well, if it is not taken care of, it can lead to cardiac arrest in future. Then other things like I mentioned, when you have cholesterol, history of hypertension, and things like that that associates with the cardiovascular. Do you understand? If care is not taken, they can lead to cardiac arrest. If we will look at it, cardiac arrest, you look at the end product of all these problems.
Okay.
So, because when the heart stop pumping or stop beating, as some people used to call it, the person is gone. Unless something is done to bring the person back to life. So that's why when you start observing all these things, you see that there is danger. Something has to be done.
Yeah. All right. This is still Talk to Kedi, where we share knowledge and liberate minds. Okay, so today we have been talking about sudden cardiac arrest, a deadly menace. Okay, and we still have in the studio Mr. Michael Obioma Chinaka. But before I go to my next question, okay, it is often said that prevention is better than cure, right, sir? But me, I like to coin it in my own way. Me, I say prevention is better, safer, and more affordable than cure.
Exactly.
Now, for cardiac arrest, can it be prevented?
Yes.
Okay, so how can it be prevented?
Thank you. And that's why we are here, so that people will be educated.
Exactly.
If you know a sign of something, you can be able to prevent it.
True.
Let me give you a common example. You are in your room and you spray cloth outside. There was sun. And suddenly, the sky go cloudy. What do? You start packing your clothes inside because something is about to happen.
Sure.
That's the only thing. So if you can be able to observe the signs that can lead to cardiac arrest, you can prevent it.
Okay.
Because that time is coming out from the body, you can leave it. And it will not degenerate to cardiac arrest.
And so what are those healthy lifestyle habits that one should imbibe?
Thank you very much. That's very nice. We need to live a balanced, healthy life. And that doesn't mean eating expensive food. You need to have good rest. A normal person is supposed to have at least 5 to 8 hours of rest per night.
It's okay in Lagos.
Exactly.
I can't remember the last time I had 8
Then
hours.
You will have to minimize certain intake of food.
Okay,
like as from the ages of 35 up, you minimize intake of fatty foods. Do you get my point?
Yes.
You go on cereals, vegetables, and fruits.
Okay.
Because all these are the things that can keep your body moving well. You have all the necessary vitamins that will keep you up and going. Then, if you are somebody who is a workaholic, like I said, you minimize the way you work. You work and rest as well. Do you get my point? Then, like we talk about alcohol. Alcohol is not bad anyway if you use it at moderation. But when you are overindulging in it, in one way or the other, you are shortening your lifespan. But one that we should stop exactly, completely, is smoking. Because two gases from smoke are not good for the body. Carbon monoxide and nicotine. What it does to the body, especially to the heart muscle, is to increase the heart muscle. It will be faster than it was supposed to be. And that can lead to what? Cardiac arrest. So all these things are the necessary things we have to put in life. Live a good, balanced life. Your life will be okay.
Okay, so what about taking lots of water, exercise?
Thank you. That's one of it. You need to exercise yourself daily. When I mean exercise, some people may say, I used to work out too much. Is that not exercise? Actually, to walk is an exercise, but to some extent, it's not the kind of exercise we need. You can do aerobic exercise in your home. You can do aerobic exercise. If you can get our KEDI massage instrument, our massager. Can use it for your exercise, or you can do aerobic exercise in your home. And another thing that helps life is
sorry, sir. I don't want to believe that we all understood what you meant by aerobic exercise. So
thank you very much. Aerobic exercise is an exercise you do to exercise all parts of your body. Do you get my point? Because walking can only exercise certain parts of the body, but not all parts of the body. You can exercise your legs, your hands, your back, your neck in different forms. You understand? That is aerobic exercise. You can stand at a place, but before you do it, you need to take water. I don't mean cold water. I mean room temperature water. Even warm water is possible. Do you get my point? During the exercise, you'll be sweating. And sweat is a good thing to the body because that is one of the areas where we detoxify the system. The waste is being lost. Excess sugar is being removed. Some radicals are being left. They are left the system through sweating. So when you sweat, you have helped your arteries and veins to remove the blockages there. I know we are going to talk more about that. Okay. Because there are many things that blocks the arteries and veins.
Yeah, let's talk about it now.
Yes. There is something we call low density lipoprotein. Okay. Or you can call it bad oil. Bad oil. When they enter into the body, it disturbs free flow of blood circulation. And there's something called triglycerides. Some of the things that the liver cannot be able to metabolize is being injected into the bloodstream so that they will go onwards to the kidney for filtration. Do you get my point? So all those things gives problem to the circulatory system of the body. And at times when you have some sicknesses like malaria, malaria attacks the red blood cell. It breaks it down. Then it will make your blood viscosity to be high. If you look at that person, that's why if you see a person who have malaria, if you have a cut, the kind of blood coming out there will look somehow dark red, not pure red. You understand? So all these things are what we can be able to get rid of If we wake up early in the morning, then you take warm water.
Okay.
Yes. Or maybe before you go to bed in the evening, you take a cup of warm water. At least that one will prevent you from having cardiac arrest.
Warm water.
Yes. You get my point? Because when you are sleeping, your body is at static. It's not moving. It's not dynamic. So that water you drink will be able to help you. Although there are some medicine like kidney products or medicine that we can use to do that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Okay, before I go to my next question, let me leave these few messages with you. Okay? Now, the first message I have here for you is KEDI 2022 Novelty March is in 9 days. Are you ready to exercise your body? You know, Mr. Mike, that's not about exercise. Please, all distributors, anywhere you are, anywhere you're watching me from, please let us meet on next week, Saturday. Let's meet at Eloquent Sports Complex at Apogo Marina. If you miss the address, don't worry, send me a message. I'll give you the address. I'll give you the description. I'll tell you how to get it. Let's meet there. Let us exercise the body. Oh, work cannot play make Jack is dog, but let's meet there and no one owns the pitch. Okay, we'll be having a soccer game between KEDI staff team and KEDI distributors team. Who owns the pitch? I don't know. Join us on Saturday, 20th of August. Let us know who really owns the pitch. Okay, don't honestly to be fun. I'll be there live, and of course, all the staff, the management team will all be there. Let's meet there and let's have some fun. Come on. Okay, another information I have here for you is KEDI 2022 Service Center promo will be ending this month. KEDI 2022 Service Center promo will be ending this month. Okay, this is a special promo for all our service center owners. Okay, please take advantage of this promo. You still have a few days. Take advantage of this promo, of course, to win fantastic prizes. KEDI registration award promo is also on. Okay, this promo will be on till 31st of December 2022. The best time to register as a KEDI distributor is now. Tell the world. If you are watching, you are not yet a registered distributor, locate the closest KEDI distributor around and get registered. Guess what? When you register from now till 31st of December, you get one KEDI gum get toothpaste free. Absolutely free. Okay, so get registered and start enjoying all the amazing privileges that KEDI has to offer. Now, would you like to advertise your business in the next edition of KEDI Inspire Magazine? Would you like us to help you make noise about what you do? In the next edition of KEDI Inspire Magazine, reach out to the editor today on 08033406476 or send a mail to info@kedihealth.com. Are you a distributor? You have articles that you would like us to help you publish, okay? Send those articles to info@kedihealth.com or contact the editor of KEDI Inspire Magazine on 08033406476. Don't forget that all our social media platforms are active round the clock just for you. Okay, on Facebook we have an account, KEDI Headquarters Lagos. On Facebook we have a page at KEDI Healthcare Industries. On Instagram we are at KEDI Healthcare_official. On Twitter we are at KEDI Health NG. On LinkedIn we are at KEDI Healthcare. We have a YouTube channel at KEDI Healthcare. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and avail yourself of all our videos. Use them for your prospecting. Okay. We also have our mobile application. That's our KEDI Care app. Download yours today and manage your business from wherever you are across the world. Don't forget our website www.kedihealth.com. All of these platforms, all of these channels are there for you. Okay, we have representatives manning all these channels round the clock. They are for you. Make use of them. You can send your inquiries. You have questions or you have contributions. You have suggestions, whatever it is that you would like to share with us. Make use of these platforms to reach out to us. And now to my final question for Mr. Michael. Let's go back to cardiac arrest as we begin to draw this edition to a close. Now, as a senior KEDI consultant, tell us, does KEDI have products that can help us prevent and manage cardiac arrest? If yes, please share them with us. I'm sure are ready to write them down. They are ready, so please share them with us, sir.
Thank you very much. KEDI not only have product, they have the best product to handle cardiovascular issues and cardiac arrest.
Yes.
And KEDI, our medicines are herbal plant extracts. They are cell-oriented medicines, and they are cell-friendly. They are not chemicalized. And that's one of the problems that orthodox medicine have with cardiovascular problems, because of the chemical content of orthodox medicine. Because everything about the heart is so sensitive. It should be handled with care.
True.
You get my point? So in KEDI Healthcare, we have some life essential products that are good to keep our heart up and running. We will not experience anything like any type of cardiovascular problem, talk less of cardiac arrest. Take for example, we have Agodin 6. Agodin 6 is a wonderful medicine. It contains 6 different plants. They are golden plants. According to the traditional Chinese medical culture, it is one of our medicine we use in balancing things. It says balancing yin and yang. You understand? It's a balancer. It's a premier tonic. And whenever our product enters into the cardiovascular or into the arteries or the arterioles that carry blood to the brain, it clears any blockage in it. Apart from that, we also have other special solution products like Ultra Mega. That Ultra Mega, people know omega 3. But our Ultra Mega is a specially formulated Ultra Mega because it do not contain cod liver oil, but it only contains cod oil and salmon fish oil. The reason is because the oil that comes from salmon is highly potent, like high density lipoprotein, which is good oil that can enter into the arteries and vein to liquefy the blockages. You get my point? To turn the low density lipoprotein into something that can filter off the diesel. So Ultra Mega is one of our products that we use to handle such issue. It will help us and prevent us from having cardiovascular problems, or even later we have cardiac arrest. Then apart from our life essential products, which you can take every time, we have special solution products. They are medicine that are meant to cure, and not only cure, they can also restore the system to the normal position it's supposed to be. We have some like Cadibeta. Cadibeta is our medicine, one of our medicine that is meant for cardiovascular problem. And Cadibeta is like a burner. That is where TCM has an edge over orthodox medicine, because it's a TCM product. Cadibeta enters into the arteries and vein, especially the coronary artery, which is very, very tiny, and dislodge every place in it, so that the ventricles will be having strength to pump. So that the heart muscle will be pumping at a particular rate that it is meant to. Then we also have cordial jelly. Cordial jelly is like a tonic. Let me give you an example. If you eat garri in your house with a plate, Then you keep it overnight. You didn't wash the plates. Early in the morning, if you want to remove the remnant of the garri, you see that it has thickened it. It's very, very strong. You cannot just ordinarily wash it off. So a reasonable person will soak it in water. When it is soaked for some few minutes, then you can use sponge and clear it off. Do you know that such a thing happens in human when it comes to our arteries and veins? Our coronary jelly is like the water. It soaks plaques out of the arteries and veins. Then, when we use the calibrator as a burner, it scrapes it off. That was why I was telling one of my clients that we can cure high blood pressure. He said, no, it's management. He said, no. In KEDI, we have products that can cure high blood pressure. Because when you are created, you did not come with such. Why do we have blood pressure? When the arteries are blocked, they cannot pump well. They are filled with plaques. You continue taking all those orthodox drugs that are cell expander. They are just to expand. They have lifespan of 12 hours. And that's why you have to take it every day. And remember, elasticity of the blood, of the arteries and veins happens every second. When you continue opening and closing while like that with chemicalized medicine, one day it can lead to busting of the artery. And that is hemorrhage. You get my point? But with our cardibetter, it will enter into the arteries and vein and scrape off. And in no time, the person will not need to be taking daily medicine again to take care of the high blood pressure. And many have tried it and it's working for them. I know of a client who always goes to St. Nicholas every month, at times 2 times in a month, because of cardiovascular problems. But with the introduction of our products like coronary jelly and cardibetter, including golden 6, he no longer visit the hospital anymore. And it's not necessary that you should be taking it every day. You have all this medicine. Anytime you have a sense that there is something coming up because you eat many things, you breathe an other time, you see that you take it, few days and take it, and everything is cleared off from the system. You see the point? So we have cardibetter, like I mentioned. We have coronary jelly. We have ultramega. We have golden 6. We also have reishi. Our reishi is a wonderful medicine. It's an alkaline-based medicine. And when it comes to cardiovascular problems, it reaches stable blood pressure. It don't allow it to go high because hyperglycemia, hypotension or hypertension is not as worse as even hypertension, low blood pressure. But when you are taking a Richie, it will allow it to be at a normal rate. It will stable your blood pressure, and the blood pressure will not be high or will not be.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We really have to go. Before we go, let's take this question from Mrs. Bennett Appa on our Facebook page. Said, please, which KEDI products can I use for recurrent malaria? Symptoms, the symptoms occur on every 2 weeks. Okay, so she said, which KEDI product can she add to Chengao? She knows about Chengao. So which KEDI product can she add to Chengao to treat recurrent malaria?
Thank you very much. Malaria is a bacterial attack. Although it's a malaria parasite, all everybody have it. When it goes to merozoites, you start having problem. And Chinghao is there. But if you start having frequent malaria attack, you get my point, then you have to do more than using Chinghao. One, need to clean the system. Yes, you need to clean the system. And we have our cleanser as cologne tea. Cologne cleanser. It is one of our special solution products. Then we also have our rainship, which is also one of our products that handles bacteria. You get my point? So let the person clean the system depending on the age. Depending on the age. If they're a child between 15 years down, you may not need to use cologne cleanser.
She's way older.
So if it is above 15, then you can use cologne to clean the cologne and also to detoxify the whole system. While our Chinhao was also be applicable.
Okay, all right, you've heard it from the horse's mouth, Mrs. Bennett Appa. Now let me leave you with our Dr. Cat tip for today. It says, don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. Do something every day that communicates to your body that you desire to care for it, because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. Please take care of yourself. No matter how busy you are, or no matter how busy you may say you are, please take out time to take care of yourself. Drink water when you need to. Rest when you need to. Rest when you need to. I feel I should say this 10 times.
Yeah.
Rest when you need to. Sleep when you need to. If you close your eyes and you don't open it, the world will continue with or without you. Always remind yourself. Okay, she said she's 60 years old. That woman. Okay, so please rest when you need to. Sleep when you need to. Drink water when you need to. Take out time to exercise your body. Okay, like Mr. Michael told us, can just do something simple in your room. Okay, so say I don't have time, I don't have time to go to the gym. You can do something simple in your room. Please live healthy. Eat healthy. It is, it gets to a point in your life, it's no longer about the bulk. It's about the quality of what you have. Do you understand? So please eat healthy, rest well, sleep well, take care of yourself, because tomorrow is not promised. Okay? That may sound harsh, but it is true. Take care of yourself. And with that, we have come to the end of this edition of Talk to Kedi. Special thanks to our guest, Mr. Michael Obioma Chinaka. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Okay, so I hope when I invite you, another time you will come.
Of course.
All right. Okay, so but in case you tuned in late, probably you were at a seminar or something, you were on the road and you tuned in late, no problem. Immediately after this broadcast, the video will be on our Facebook page at Kedi Healthcare Industries. It will be on our Facebook account, Kedi Healthcare Lagos. It will be on our Instagram handle at Kedi Healthcare _official. It will also be on our YouTube channel at Kedi Healthcare. Okay, so just choose any of the platforms. Watch the video again from beginning to the end. Relax, balance. Watch the video, write out the points, and then apply them. Use them to take care of yourself and, of course, to take care of your patients or your prospects. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I remain your regular host, Sarah Eguna, and our guest, Mr. Michael Obio, is saying what? Bye.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.